Man, I've been biting my tongue on this topic for.
He's full of shit, biting his tongue on this topic. I just watched this video. I gotta do this piece on it here because he gets everything so fucking wrong. There's no way he's been biting his tongue. This is just another. I'm guessing it's just another one of the narratives that they are paying to push out or something. It doesn't make any sense. I would like for Matrix Decoded to make sense of this because it doesn't make sense, and I can't be the only one. So let's watch this here.
Several months. I've just been a little bit too busy.
Oh, by the way, the title of the video is Exposing the Angry Vet in the Fake 1A First Amendment Auditor PSYOP. Okay. Now, people in the 1A community, when you see this guy, you got to understand, he just makes videos for clicks and views, it seems like. He doesn't actually bring any actual information or evidence to anything. He just says, like, he just lies. He just makes up lies. And I think the whole point is to get people, like, he says the opposite of what's true, what he knows is true, because then it gets people like, supporters of the subject that he's talking about to come back and say, no, that's not right. That's not true, And then he gets, it builds his channel. You know what I mean? He automatically gets outside viewers then to engage with his channel. So, and that's what YouTube helps, they want engagement. That's what the algorithm wants, engagement, right? So by causing, new viewers to engage in his channel, he can, it's more deceptive than anything. I mean, it's more deceptive than grifting. It's just, it's like, it's really pathetic and desperate, I think, but there could be another explanation. He could just be that stupid and just get stuff that wrong, maybe, who knows? Or he could be getting paid by the government to do this. So let's go ahead and listen to what he has to say about the Angry Vet here and 1A auditing and everything. He doesn't have a clue what the fuck he's talking about.
Making other content, living life, doing my thing over here at the Matrix Decoded Studios.
But
this is some
Matrix Decoded Studios.
YouTube psychological.
You know what his studio was yesterday? He's sitting in his car smoking weed, waiting to see if he would get a DoorDash or not. So he's sitting there getting all fucked up, waiting to see if a DoorDash would come through, see if he's going to drive or not. That was his studio yesterday.
Operations going on in the 1A, 1Gay online auditor community. Now, if you don't know what 1A stands for, it stands for First Amendment Auditors. These are people that follow police officers with cameras and...
Wrong. Right off the bat. You got that wrong. First Amendment auditors are not people that follow police with cameras. Police end up in the videos every time because somebody calls them. Because people are so uneducated on the First Amendment that they always end up calling the police. The first 1A auditors do not go around following police around. That's cop watchers, okay? Cop watchers do that. That's totally different. Totally different.
Entice police officers to violate their rights, try to catch a police officer breaking the law.
No, they're not trying to entice police to violate their rights. Please come violate my rights. You think they go out like trying to say, hey, cops, please come violate my rights. It's your job to protect and serve the Constitution. But I'm going to come get you. I'm going to get you to break and violate your rights, so I can sue you. That doesn't even make sense.
And I'm on here to say I do not back the blue. I don't hate cops. I'm not one of these cop hater people.
I actually think this guy is a cop. To be honest, the more and more he makes videos, the more I pay attention to the psychological operations that he does and the games that he plays. I really do think, in the lack of intelligence, I really think this guy is a cop.
People, but I'm not sitting here and pretending like they're doing a great job either. I've dealt with police, and overall,
he's
they're
licked
doing better.
He's licked their balls.
Like, yes, there is corruption in police, and we're gonna go over that real quick.
Yeah,
why are police breaking the law?
You're a ball washer.
First, there is a blue wall of silence where the police act like a gang because any
Police are breaking the law all over the fucking place.
organization is going to back itself up, okay? They're not going to throw each other under the bus. And they're dealing with criminals like police, all right? A lot of them are regular citizens that get caught up.
The police are the criminals. Hate to tell you that, buddy.
Do something stupid, and then they face some consequence that's way worse than what they deserve, right? But we don't think, like, let's say I'm a critical person of the police. Do you account for the scumbags that they arrest? The people swinging at them with knives? Like, I know a cop that
Okay, that doesn't matter, because are you gonna look at all the good things, all the times I didn't break the law, all the good things I've done in my life, and the times that I didn't break the law? Whenever I go and have my murder trial, are you gonna care about all those things? No, you're gonna look at the situation at hand. There's no excuse for breaking the law. You can't just say, "Oh, well, I deal with all these criminals all the time, so I'm allowed to break the law when I feel like it."
from my city here that got stabbed to death, okay? Just trying to arrest somebody. Potentially like a crackhead. Now, the biggest danger that police face, and we're going to go with the
potentially, maybe he should have just left that guy alone, right? Who knows? I don't know the facts. But I see time and time again where police get involved in a situation, it gets worse. Police end up involved, somebody dies. Somebody gets hurt. Somebody loses their money. Somebody, they don't help anything. They don't actually, like, save the day. I'm sure there's a situation here or there where they save a cat from a tree or something like that. But 9 times out of 10, when you have a situation, a tragic situation involving the police, it's because the police got involved. You know what I mean? They didn't actually protect or serve anybody. They just cost the taxpayer dollars money. They, hurt people's lives and destroy lives, and then they get away with it, and there's no accountability.
Psychology of police, okay? We're not standing up for police here, but I'm standing up for humans, people that are humans.
Are you? Like veterans, maybe?
These are normal. Again, we're going to use race. Cops are all shades of colors. They're black, and all the corruption. There's black corrupt cops, but we're just going off general from throughout the history of America.
Okay.
Cops are fucking disenfranchised. Average white people that went to high school.
No, they're not, dude.
Weren't smart enough to go to college to be.
Why do they disenfranchise white dudes? There's a lot of black cops. There's a lot of Hispanic cops. There's a lot of Samoan cops and you know what I mean, Filipino cops, Puerto Rican cops. What the hell are you saying? There's a bunch of white disenfranchised people. Quit stereotyping shit, dude. This guy is so racist. Every conversation he has to bring race into it.
Become a doctor, and some of them were picked on. Some of them weren't very popular. They definitely were not the most popular people in high school or college. Okay.
You would know, right?
So they're regular fucking people that are powerless, that want to join a gang, but since they're white people and they grew up in the suburbs, they don't want to become criminals. Like, they want to have the power of the gang, have the backing of the gang without doing gang activity. Okay. These aren't tough fucking people. Football player.
I have a feeling he is a cop, and he's having trouble moving up the ranks, or something. And he's got a lot of pent up aggression towards his white counterparts or his white, superiors.
Players, fucking chads in high school slaying pussy left and right. A lot of these cops take steroids to be tough. They're intimidated by the general public.
Do you?
Okay.
Do you take steroids?
They're scared. Some of them are tough. Some of them are heroes. Very few of them. But you got to give credit where credit's due. When a cop...
This guy's scared. A woman jumped in his vehicle one time, said that somebody was trying to kill her. And you know what this guy did? He screamed like a little girl and made the woman, he screamed at the woman to get out of his car. Get out of my car, you bitch. Get out of my car, you gang stalker. He called her a gang stalker. Because she tried to find salvation in what she thought was a man's car. Somebody that might protect her if somebody's after her trying to kill her. No, this guy here, he screamed like a little bitch and kicked her out of his car. Because he's scared.
cop is running into a building with a gunman and saving kids, like you gotta recognize that as well. Like that's their job. That's the only thing I respect about a cop.
What kids are they
If
saving?
there is a shooting, they have to show up. They can't run and hide. They're the ones that are taking care of basically the trash.
Have you heard about this little school shooting called Uvalde? Have you heard about the Uvalde school shooting? Have you heard about that? You might maybe want to look into that, you know, because they just, yeah, wow.
Trash to society. That's the only thing I respect about it. Everything else I could give a fuck less. You know, I'm basically on the side of First Amendment auditors, except.
Okay, well then go watch Uvalde school shooting, and then you'll join the rest of society where there's no respect for them.
Except for harassing them. Like, yes, police need to be checked. There's cops that it's not about writing tickets. They frame.
Nobody's harassing police, okay?
Frame people. There's a blue wall of silence, and there's bad cops that work in police districts that act like a fucking gang, and that's a huge problem. They need to be called out. Absolutely call them out. If you catch a cop playing drugs, record it, get that cop in trouble. You catch a cop beating the shit out of someone, record it, get that cop in trouble. That's real police auditing. These people on the fucking internet.
That's not police auditing. That's just reporting crimes if you witness it. How is that? That's not auditing. Auditing is whenever you go there with the intention of testing them out to see if they're performing their job up to standards and the way that they're supposed to in a surprise visit, you know. So, and they're following their policies and protocols, and they're upholding people's constitutional rights because that's their main purpose.
These fucking paid federal informant, snitch, perp, gang stalkers of the police. I do not fucking respect you. I don't respect the angry vet. That dude's
I don't understand this. How somebody could come to this conclusion that auditors, okay, are federal informants. It's a psyop, and they're actually paid federal informants. How the hell does somebody come to that conclusion about cop watchers or First Amendment auditors? I don't understand that. I'm lost. Because most auditors, or cop watchers, they become cop watchers because they've had their rights violated. And then when they, learn the inevitable, it's inevitable that when you look into this or you find out that the system is totally fucked, it's corrupt all the way to the core. And when you learn this, it does something to a person, right? And it basically creates an activist. You can't help but speak out about it then. That's what all these auditors have in common. I don't understand where the feds would benefit at all from putting fake auditors out there. What's the point? I'm trying to understand that. Help me out here.
The sack of shit. He's lazy. He's fat. He's stupid. He doesn't want to fucking work. He wants to make internet money bucks and fucking harass cops.
Really?
Okay? Like, I just sat there and articulated a huge argument against the police. Like, I called them out.
No, you pretty much got everything wrong. Everything wrong. And then, just in one sentence, everything you just said about the angry vet was also wrong. Completely wrong. Absolutely wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I'm laughing right now because it's not even like you're not convincing. There's nobody, because he has a big enough following. Anybody is familiar with the angry vet can even his people that don't support him would watch this video right now and shake their heads like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
I psychologically broke them down and psychologically profiled the average cop. I told you everything bad they're capable of doing.
Oh, really?
And this is the type of people you don't go after. You don't look at a news article and find a cop that fucking sexually assaulted a woman, which happens a lot, and gets charged for it. And you don't go harass him. You find a cop leaving a police station parking lot that didn't put his blinker on, You run up onto him with a camera, you entice him to fucking arrest you and shoot you, and you try to get a lawsuit from police. Like, you gotta look from the perspective of police here.
Listen,
that you're doing this to.
If you got to look at it from the perspective of police, I'm sure the police, they're big pedestals, and they're big Timmy Tough Nuts fucking authority. I believe that they're confident that they can perform their job duties and not get triggered by some silly auditors, right? Trying to trigger them. Somebody just trying to get them to not do their job right? Nobody can make anybody, fuck up their job. So auditors are doing what? Practicing free speech. If they were actually harassing anybody, they would be charged with harassment, but they're not harassing. What they're doing is holding their government accountable, right? And the cops don't like it, so they go to all these extremes, and they even pay people to come online and spread these false narratives about auditing and everything, just to get people to try to push back a little bit, because they don't like the camera. They don't like that. It's not what they signed up for.
They just think you're fishing for a lawsuit to get free money.
That's their own dumb fault.
So we're gonna break down these First Amendment. I'm gonna psychologically profile these First Amendment.
Okay, it's psychologically.
These are fucking white guys. Again, they're the same people that would want to be a cop. The same. Just look at the profile that I'm about to break down. White people.
Hey Matrix, go look up Tyrant Terminator. Right, the Tyrant Terminator, I think is his name. There's a lot. Actually, there's a lot of black auditors, buddy. A lot of them. Go look into it.
Middle class, not college educated, losers in high school. Okay, none of them were cool. You can't convince me that the angry vet was some fucking cool guy in fucking high school. That guy's a fucking loser.
Okay? Oh, okay, yeah, he's a loser.
They want to join a gang, but they don't want to commit the gang activity crime. They want the backing of the First Amendment community, and they want to fucking bully people, passive aggressively bully people and trick them into getting them into trouble. That's exactly what the police do. Like, imagine if a cop had an undercover cop record you.
Only the police have arresting authority badges and guns, don't they? We have to listen to their legal, their legal demands, right? They give us a legal command, we have to listen to it, right? Or else we get arrested, or we can get shot, right? So, so if auditors are doing the exact same thing police are, they're not at all. Auditors are risking their freedom and their liberty every day to fight for your freedom to do what you're doing right now on here, Matrix. And you just slap them in the face for it. It's like spitting in their face. They're fighting and giving up their fucking liberty in order to fight for your free speech, for you to talk shit, and you're gonna fucking shit on them.
And a uniformed cop bumped into you, right?
Wow.
He's walking down the street, bumps into you. The undercover cop records it and then arrests you for assaulting a police officer. That's the same level of scumbaggery that people like the angry vet are using. These are police tactics, ambush tactics, psychological tactics.
Well, yeah, where can I see that?
I'm gonna tear into.
Where can I find that at? I'd like to find. Can you show me where you found that at? Where'd you come to that conclusion there, Matrix?
To this dude's ass, the angry vet, man.
This
dude asked. He calls himself the angry veteran. This is coming out his own fucking mouth. I'm paraphrasing here.
No, it's the name of his channel. It's not coming out of his own fucking mouth. It's not his mouth, man. He's not from North Carolina.
This dude acts like he has the most PTSD, that he saw so much carnage in Iraq or where the fuck he was supposed to.
No, he doesn't. What are you talking about, dude? Where do you come up with this shit?
To be stationed. That he has all this PTSD, he's disabled. So let's pay attention to what he's claiming here and how much money he's making potentially. I don't know the number.
Well, then what are you talking about?
That's his private rights, how much money he's making, but I'm just gonna throw some numbers out here.
Why?
He's a disabled veteran, so he's getting a military pension, probably between $1,500 and $2,000 a month, maybe.
Hey, listen. Hey, shoehorn, basketball, air horn. Look, I can just say random words too. You mean throw some numbers out there? Like, what the fuck is you doing? This is non-tent. You're just making stuff up.
Maybe 1,000. Okay, between 1 and 3,000.
Maybe
Let's
it's a
say that. We'll
maybe
just say
it's
1,500.
maybe it's $1 billion. Maybe he makes $1 billion.
You know, well deserved.
Why
If
not?
that's part of what you sign up for. So
Why not?
whatever.
Yeah.
He's getting a disability check. Let's say that's another 1,000.
Okay. Why not 2,000?
1,200.
Just
So we're
call
up
it
to $2,500 a month without doing anything.
Let's call it 50,000.
Okay? This dude is a fucking welfare queen, fat, lazy piece of fucking shit.
Wow.
Hasn't shaved, hasn't gotten a haircut.
Wow.
Hasn't done anything to fucking improve his own life for over a decade. Like, I don't.
Matrix is like, he hasn't fixed his hair. He hasn't shaved his beard. He hasn't worked out for me. It's like Matrix is like got a crush or something. He like wants him to get, you know, fit. He wants him to get fit and shave his beard, cut his hair for him. Angry Vet. We were talking about doing this actually, doing a fundraiser to where, you know, he might shave his beard. He might even shave his head. How much money are you willing to donate there, Matrix?
I don't know the guy personally, but he's a welfare fucking addict. One of these welfare addicts that live in like a big.
I don't know the guy. I don't know anything about him at all. Like, it's pretty clear here he's never even fucking watched one of his videos at all. But he's this and he's that and he's all this stuff and he makes this much money. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Big middle class house, has like a decent 2013 truck or something, and just like doesn't work a day of their life, but everything is automatically taken care of.
Oh my god.
So what does he do? He comes onto the fucking internet, harasses cops, sets up a 501c3.
Harasses cops.
And fucking calls it the angry vet. Me, I'm the angry vet. Now let's.
I've seen cops harass him, but I've never seen him go harassing cops. I'm just saying. I don't know what video you're talking about. So, I gotta play.
Let's talk about him being an angry veteran.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I've met veterans. I've met people that are fucking probably killed hundreds of people, tens, dozens of people, saw all their friends die in war.
Right.
They come back to America. They're nice people. They're regular people. They're average people. Right. They're not angry. No, they're respectful. They'll help you out.
They're not angry.
Very nice fucking people.
So why is he angry? Do you know why he's angry? Do you know why he is the angry vet? Do you have any clue why he is the angry vet? Let's find out.
This fucking faggot, this fat sack of fucking shit, and yeah, I'll spit in the face of your fucking service. Dude, you are a cook in the fucking Coast Guard. A fucking cook.
What did you do in the service, Matrix? I don't remember. What did you do when you served? Oh, that's right, you didn't fucking serve. You sit in your car and smoke weed and do DoorDash.
He's trying to portray that he's a disabled veteran. He was a fucking cook. We're talking about veterans that seen their whole friends get their fucking legs blown off in Iraq and Afghanistan. What did he see? A couple fucking tomatoes go bad in the fridge? Huh? A little bit of fucking fungus on a peach? What the fuck did he see in the Coast Guard? Fuck being a cook. Dude, you were in the Coast Guard. For you people that know what the Coast Guard is, it's a military service branch. I don't know a lot about it, but they basically guard the coast of America. That's the easiest, laziest military service, welfare queen fucking service branch. They're not required to go overseas. They literally sit on boats, drive up and down the Atlantic Ocean, and fucking send out sonar rays. Like, if you ever looked at a map, you cannot attack, like, as far as our enemies go that America has, there is no naval fleet that's going to attack America. Like, this isn't the...
You hear this guy, he's talking military strategy now. He must have been like a general in the Navy or the Air Force or something. I don't know. Maybe it's his secret and he doesn't want to tell anybody or something. But let's listen to his ultimate wisdom and expertise in military strategy here with the Navy.
1600s. Okay? They've been talking about getting rid of the Navy because most warfare is ground warfare or aerial warfare and drone warfare. Like, bro, you're not pulling up on a boat in the middle of...
Do you know what the Office of Navy Intelligence does? Have you ever... You can tell this guy has no idea what he's talking about. He's never looked into any of this at all, ever. Because it's the opposite is true. Everything he's saying is just fucking wrong. Completely wrong.
fucking Syria from America. Like, even if we were, he wouldn't be a part of that. He's a fucking cook.
Listen,
He was a fucking cook, not in the fuck.
when you join the service, there's a big group of people that are join the service as well. Somebody has to feed them. Somebody has to cook them. Has to cook for them. You don't realize how important that is. That's one of the most important jobs in the military. Don't you realize that? Like one of the most important jobs in the military. Wow, dude.
Fucking army. And these cooks, oh my God, man, don't get me twisted on these fucking cooks, because I worked with a cook in the army.
Yeah? What would you think the army could do without them then? You think is that what you think? Maybe we should just eliminate all the cooks, right, from the military. Eliminate the cooks' jobs. I bet you our soldiers will be just fine, right? They'll be able to operate with no problem.
And he might have been National Guard or Army, but I'm pretty sure he never went anywhere, right? And this dude, we worked in a kitchen. This guy was always angry. He's always like, just angry, complaining about shit. Again, like when you meet a normal veteran, a nice person, calm, cool, collective, fucking give you the shirt off their back, decent person because they learn respect in the military.
Okay, so here you go. You said the person that'll give their shirt off their back, right? A decent person because they learn respect, right? So why don't you go watch a couple of his videos instead of running your mouth like a moron here? I left a big comment here on this cuck's page on this video. Let's keep watching it though, because he's anything but selfish, or I mean, let's just watch. You guys know already. I don't have to tell you.
Military. This dude's a piece of fucking shit. Act like he had the hardest fucking life in the world. He was a fucking cook in the army.
No, he doesn't.
Okay,
act
but
like
even
that.
him had more. He had more balls than fucking Angry Vet. This dude was a cook in the Coast Guard. He acts like he has so much PTSD. Dude, he's just fishing for lawsuits. He's fishing for free money. He's a welfare queen.
No,
he's
he
a
doesn't.
fat, lazy piece of shit. I don't see him rolling his sleeves up, chopping up wood. Now, according to him, he's a big tough guy. Mini Kevin.
You haven't seen him in the last month? The trips to North Carolina and back he's been making to help the victims of the hurricane. You haven't seen that? You haven't seen everything he's doing there? No? What have you done, right?
Man, I'm a fat, big tough guy. Yeah, I pick on cops on you. Just a fucking fat piece of fat.
I know. The one morning he made a quick live stream because he found somebody was throwing away a bicycle that was nothing wrong with it, so he took it upon, threw it in the back of his truck and made a live stream to give it away to somebody that could use it, because that's how he is, for free. He said all you gotta do is email him and he'll send you the bike for free. It was a nice mongoose with a gyro and everything on it. But that's the piece of shit welfare bum that the Matrix is talking about, right?
Fat shit. Now, I don't know, maybe personally in his personal life, yeah, maybe he's held a couple jobs here. Maybe they were fucking important jobs. It doesn't fucking look like it. This guy looks like a classic. A lot of First Amendment auditors don't look like this guy. They don't look like sloppy, fat, lazy pieces of shit looking for a free buck here. Okay? They look like regular fucking people that are kind of pissed at cops. So yeah, I mean, 501c3s are tax-free. It's a way for him to collect all the fucking money. Like, what is he using that money for?
Well,
okay,
that money is to assist veterans who have had their rights violated, okay? Their constitutional rights or their civil rights violated by law enforcement or the government, and it's to help assist them in the legal process or in legal fees, so they can actually fight back and they don't just have to just get railroaded and steamrolled by the government. That's what that money's for, by the way.
Defense for his fake cases. Now, I'm going to go even deeper that this guy is working with the police. A lot of these First Amendment auditors are working with the police. If you weren't paying attention,
oh my God.
the First Amendment auditor movement I don't really watch these videos, but I never really paid attention or heard them.
I don't really watch these videos and I don't really pay attention to them or anything like that, but I'm going to speak on it as if I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Here, this
Of them
guy.
until like I think this stuff happened after George Floyd. What these intelligence agencies are gonna do because they see riots when the
Oh,
police kill someone, they see a big riot in the city.
so
So as far as intelligence work, they're gonna have fake psyop fat pieces of shit like Kevin acting like he's getting beat by cops every day. He's basically Brian two of the 1A community. Okay? Look up Brian two. He's basically that level
no,
of crisis
I'm not looking up Brian
so
too.
what they're gonna do, these intelligence agencies are gonna fucking run databases, collect data and intel on people who don't fucking like cops. People are chattering, I'm gonna do this to a cop. Oh, the cops beat up this guy. I'm gonna do this to cops. They need some type of defense mechanism to protect themselves. That's law enforcement. So they came up with the First Amendment auditing psyop.
Is that why?
Like, all right, cool. You wanna
Is that how?
audit
Is that
cops?
how that was
I
born?
don't have a problem with that. That's your constitutional right. But when you're fishing for, let's say you're driving by and you see some guy get
Okay.
beat on the side of the road or something.
How do you audit the First Amendment exactly? How do you do that? Can you help me out there? How do you do a First Amendment audit? That's your free speech, right? Your free speech and your freedom to record from a public place. So how do you do that? Please help me out here, Matrix. Can you help me out with that?
Start recording it. You get some badge numbers. The cops are like flashing the
Okay.
flashlight in your face, like, get out of here. That's police auditing.
No, it's not.
Like what those people did with George Floyd recording what was happening.
No,
That's police.
that's called cop watching. It's called holding your government accountable. That's what that is. That's cop watching. These people didn't go out of their way and go seek out those cops to record them. They just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and we should all record our police. All of us. It's called cop watching. That's it.
Police auditing. You can't find that shit. That's gonna be a random occurrence. You're driving by, you see cop lights, you see, someone's getting arrested. You get out, start recording it, and it keeps the police accountable.
Yeah.
The police don't do anything bad because you're there. Now they know, oh shit, citizens are gonna start recording us. We can't be fucking like doing illegal shit. That's police auditing. When you're
Oh
going out
my.
to a police station and you're camping outside, you're running up on cops. Because first of all, if you run up on me, Kevin, I'm gonna beat you the fuck up, dude. I'm not no fucking cop. I'm gonna punch in your fucking face. What do you think that cop wants to do to you? And you're using that.
Yeah, well, that cop has been trained, and he's supposed to be able to practice some restraint. He's supposed to be able to deal with hardened criminals, right, and not lose his cool. Okay, and they're trained in the Constitution. They're supposed to be trained in not violating people's rights. You understand? So it's just this is funny. Continue.
That fucking scenario where the cop is vulnerable, he can get in trouble, so you can fucking make some money on YouTube. It's just pure pathetic loser fucking shit, dude. You're not gonna be able to run into auditing situations everywhere you go. You're causing fucking trouble. You're a fucking snitch rat.
Oh.
Your smelly fucking beard and the same hoodie you wear every fucking day. Like you're a fucking bum. You don't want to work.
See, he obviously does not watch The Angry Vet. He has not watched them. He couldn't have because he's getting everything wrong.
Like, can you imagine that drug addict fat piece of shit getting up at 6 a.m. and going to work at a fucking a lumber yard or fucking, I don't know, some just regular construction or something? Dude, he would never do that.
I imagine that he spent, probably like 20 years in the military, already paying his dues and serving his country, and he's allowed to retire now at this point because he served his country. That's where I'm at. So I don't know about you, but go back. There we go. So let's continue.
That he's a piece of shit. Do you think he's telling the truth about all these fucking police encounters? Let's get into it. This dude just got sent.
What do you mean telling the truth about police encounters? What do you think he just I don't hear him telling stories too often. I see him in situations like with the camera. I don't hear too many stories that he can't be elaborated on with the camera though. So, just saying, it can't be. The number is actually pretty small then. No, wait. Okay. There we go. And let's continue there.
Sentenced to 40 years in jail. He went to trial, and I don't know the details. I have to look it up. I haven't looked.
Okay, he's going to tell you the details, but he don't know the details. He'd have to look it up first, but he's going to tell you what happened, right?
Look deeply into this guy because he's such a buffoon and so cartoonishly fake and such a fucking little fed. You don't have to look deep. It's pretty fucking obvious that
he's like the realest motherfucker in the community. Seriously. He's like you're not gonna find too many people that are more genuine and real than the Angry Vet.
He's a crisis actor.
A crisis actor.
This dude got 40 years in jail. Sentence. Gavel hit the fucking wooden little circle thing. Doom doom.
The wooden little
40 years in jail. He's still walking out free.
The little wooden circle thing. Okay. Yeah. There's you got a lot to learn, Matrix. When you go through the court system, you can stay the sentence and for your appeal, so that you don't go to jail. You don't serve your sentence because you stayed the sentence until you are finished with your appeal, until it gets denied or whatever. So he has everything organized here, and he has had everything organized for quite a long time. So let's continue.
Free. Can anyone explain that?
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone explain that logic in the First Amendment community, or are you so fucking retarded you don't know how?
Here, let's go back.
In that, this dude got 40.
Okay.
Such a buffoon and so cartoonishly fake and such a fucking little fed. You don't have to look deep. It's pretty fucking obvious that he's a crisis actor. This dude got 40 years in jail. Sentence. Gavel hit the fucking wooden little circle thing. Doom doom. 40 years in jail. He's still walking out free. Can anyone explain that?
Sure. All you got to do is watch like one of his videos, more recent videos, and he explains it all, like completely transparent, explains it all so that everybody can understand. Because one thing, when you have an open case, you don't go on YouTube talking about your open case. That's something that a lot of people are just dumb and they do it because they're idiots. You don't talk about your open case on YouTube, for one. For two, yeah, he was able to, he got a plea deal because of his activism, because he pushed back, and because he made everything out in the open. And they looked like horrible. They looked bad. They had to set an example, but they looked pretty bad. So I'm surprised they didn't dismiss it. But he ended up taking a deal. He got 90 days probation, I believe. So you sound like an idiot when you say this.
Can anyone explain that logic in the First Amendment community, or are you so fucking retarded you don't know how?
And I'm pretty sure everybody in the 1A community can explain that to this guy. Did you get a DoorDash? Did you get a DoorDash?
Are you so fucking retarded? And again, maybe you're gonna enlighten me, and he really is getting 40 years in jail. He's gonna go to jail for 40 years.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
And maybe I don't have the details right. I get it.
Yeah, you don't.
But from what he's claiming, what he said on his channel,
no.
He went to trial. He went to court. They sentenced him to 40 years in jail. So why is he?
This guy, obviously, the only thing he's seen about the Angry Bat is from my channel, obviously, because there's a video before he had his court date where I talked about what he was facing, that he was possibly facing 40 years in jail. And then that's it. Like, I didn't do a follow-up video saying what he got, you know. You'd have to go to his channel to see that. But it's clear that Matrix Decoded is only doing this because this is somebody who supports me, right? And it's his job to discredit me and anybody who supports me, right? And he got all his information from what? Well, one of my videos. One of my videos.
What's going on? Huh? How does that work again?
You
Yeah,
sound
you
like
got sentenced to jail. That means bye-bye, Kevin.
you sound like a retard.
See you next time. He's still out here fucking harassing cops, dude.
Wow, dude.
What that doesn't make sense. Even if he didn't get the sentence and it's something that's being, he says it's being dangled over his head. When his lawyers say stop fucking recording cops, or when he's stop recording cops.
What? No? What? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You got to get your.
It doesn't add up. It's to stir up drama, to get more, gin up more drama for donations.
It doesn't add up because you just made it all up. That's why it doesn't add up.
And gin up more support. Oh, I'm the First Amendment auditor, and since I've been auditing, they gave me 40 years in jail. Dude, he's sitting there running in the police station screaming.
He's not necessarily a First Amendment auditor. You don't even know his story. You don't even know why he's angry. You don't even know why he got into this, do you?
The story just sounds completely unbelievable.
Because you made it up.
No one's that fucking pissed at cops, where you're going to be a martyr and be a sacrificial lamb for the 1A community, risking 40, 50 years in jail. That's the rest of his fucking life.
No.
For what? I'm going to have to look it up.
For you dumbass.
I'm trying to find his name so I can run a background report on him, see his charges. Because according to what I believe, and again, this isn't based on any facts, this is gut instinct. The dude got pinched for drug charges. He became one of these First Amendment auditors. And he's a controlled asset of the police, law enforcement. And let's go over this little caveat.
This guy has horrible instincts. Horrible intuition. If his instincts are telling him that, he needs to he needs to not trust his instincts. Not trust his intuition, because he's fucking leading him astray, making him look like a retard.
Caveat here. You know, all of these veterans that hate cops, does that sound right to you? Does that sound like something that would be happening?
Yeah, it does. All the veterans that have had their rights violated by police, when they served their country, when they swore an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution, every veteran, when they served, they swore that oath. So yeah, whenever they get their rights violated by police, yeah, it compels them to speak out and risk, because they already swore that oath, and they're gonna risk their freedom and their liberty for yours, to protect your right for free speech. You moron.
Like a white veteran, the first thing he comes out of the army, he's like, oh, I fucking hate police officers.
Nope. No.
They really attack my people. I mean, I'm pretty much one of them. I'm a civil servant. I mean, they're always harassing veterans. No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
These people are fucking like letting you get off tickets because...
Look up Jeff Gray. Jeff Gray just got arrested last week. Jeff Gray is the guy that goes around and holds up a sign that says, support your homeless veterans. That's all. That's all he does. He practices his freedom of speech, his constitutionally protected activities, and his right to support homeless vets. And the police arrested him. What did that tell you?
Because you're a veteran sometimes and shit like that. Like, police like veterans, veterans like police. You know, you're uniformed gunmen for the United States of America. You're on the same ball team here, man.
You would think so, wouldn't you? You would think. But for some reason, cops don't get it. There's something went wrong with the cops. You know, the values that are supposed to be instilled in a soldier or in a law enforcement officer, they missed the mark with police.
Like, yeah, I can believe maybe a veteran here or there, but what trouble is veterans getting into when they get out of the army where they suddenly hate police? Like, what type of trouble? What are they getting, speeding tickets? Like, what are they doing? What are they doing to you, dude? What they give you?
Well, see, veterans know their rights better than most people, right? So cops are violating everybody's rights. Veterans are the ones that are trying to educate the public on their rights because they just don't know. And a lot of people don't understand there's a problem if they don't even know the problem exists. How are they supposed to recognize it if they don't know their rights to begin with? So yeah, it rubs a veteran the wrong way whenever police, they violate the oath that they swore and they also violate the rights of a veteran, somebody who swore that oath and fought for their country. You just have no idea what you're even talking about. You sound like a moron.
Your fucking parking ticket, you don't want to pay it.
Smoked another one. You got to go do your DoorDash.
So yeah, this is complete buffoon fraud. Like I can completely expose this guy head to toe all day.
Yeah.
The inconsistencies in his whole online persona. And he's
Yep, hey everybody. Matrix here has exposed the angry vet. He's completely exposed him. His gig is up. Matrix Dakota got him. He's got him figured out.
the angry vet. And his channel was created on 1/11/22. Okay? January 11, 2022. 11122. Okay. That's a code. That's a numerology code that these fucking online secret agents use. Now, I'm not saying that's...
So they waited till that day to create the account. He waited till that exact day just to create the account because it's a weird code, right, that everybody uses, right? That's why. Right? That you sound like a fucking moron, dude.
That's a guaranteed fact, but that's the type of stuff they do. It's numerology. There's no rhyme or reason. It's the...
No rhyme or reason.
If you don't know, let's say you're
it.
a Mason or something, you're looking at his page, you look at that, oh, channel created 1112222.
Yeah, they just do it.
That's equals 33. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they're going to do. Like,
right, because that makes a lot of sense.
And for you idiots, I think I'm just making shit up.
You're just making shit up.
This is well known in the military, which is where he's from, that they use code so that because the enemy's listening to you, so they use hidden coding.
Oh, okay, that's a code.
Put out messages.
It's a secret code.
So people are like, well, that's fake. You're making up. You've heard of Morse code? Fuck.
Okay, so the Angry Vet, the day that he made his channel, that date that he made his channel, that's some code to somebody. What is the code and who's he sending it to, and why is he choosing to use the date of his creation of his YouTube channel to encode some secret message to somebody? Come on, dude. You sound like a fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot. Because if I were to show you Morse code back in when it was invented, you'd be like, it's just beeping. It's just beep, 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 beep. And then I'm the one that's the expert in the Morse code. I'm like, this is what it means. And then you see later, it's everything I predicted.
Oh, is it?
That's how stupid humans are. Like, you explain something, you have knowledge about something they have no knowledge of, and their first instinct is to argue with you. That's called stupidity.
No, when somebody who doesn't have a clue what they're talking about, he doesn't do any research or have any actual information on a subject, comes out and does a live stream and speaks on it as if they do know what they're talking about, and they sound like an idiot like this guy. This is a perfect example of how stupid some people are.
Instead of researching, maybe you don't believe what I say.
Right. Why don't you research
right away? But you go researching, like, all right, well, he was right about this, but wrong about that. So he's not completely...
I don't have to believe what you say. I already know what you're saying is wrong. You're completely wrong. I'm telling you that. I don't have to research it. Anybody who has fucking 20 minutes to watch a couple of videos is going to be able to tell you that you're absolutely fucking wrong, dude.
Completely lying, but this is, you edify my information. I'm not talking about that, but like, this is how stupid Americans are. You'll study something, you'll learn about it, and you'll explain it in a way they understand it, and then they'll act like you're just...
If anybody believes this cuck, they are the epitome of fucking stupid Americans.
You're just completely making up shit.
That's what you're
and
doing.
Then you'll be like, why do you think I'm making up? Like, what would be the objective of me lying about
That's
this?
a good question. That's a good question. Why would you make all this up? Why are you making all this up? That's the question I ask. But, are you going to do a follow-up video correcting all the mistakes you made in this video? Are you going to do one of those? No, you're not. You never do. You've discredited me a dozen times, and you've never went back and corrected your mistakes. You don't do it for some reason. So what is your point? If it's not for clicks and views, right, and if it's not to get money off YouTube, then what's it for? Somebody else is paying you, obviously. Like, it's that far-fetched to think that other organization or agency could be paying you to spread a narrative, right? And then you do these weird fucking voices where you sound like a retard.
Yeah, you're fucking stupid. You can't do the mental legwork and figure things out on yourself. So the easiest solution is lying.
Wow, dude, this is sad.
Like people like the angry vet.
This is
I'm his
sad.
worst fucking nightmare because I'm a skeptic of what he's fucking claiming,
Uh-oh.
and I'll be able with
Uh-oh, Kevin. This is your worst nightmare here. This guy is the angry vet's worst nightmare. Watch out.
just to debunk everything he's fucking doing on his channel. Like, why does it make any fucking logical sense?
You can't debunk something if you don't even know what he's doing to begin with.
So again, this is the explanation why people do this First Amendment stuff.
Why do they do it?
Break it down right before I exit this live stream here,
Okay.
because it makes perfect sense. So between whatever
Perfect
2014, there was no First Amendment anything. Okay, there was a couple guys recording bad cops doing bad shit. That's
No, the First Amendment's been around for a long time, my friend. Long time.
that's always been there. It's always happened. Rodney King beating. That's a thing. It keeps police in check when you, as a citizen.
Does it?
That's great. I'm not arguing that. Now, after
Because I'm pretty sure they got away with that.
George Floyd, there was an epidemic. I don't think it's happening now, but
Sure it is.
a lot of Republicans try to ignore it.
Republicans.
I would say between like 2010 and before people were aware of it, police were murdering people
They still
in
are.
secret. Not just black people, but these were hits. Okay, like in Chicago, there was this black teen. I forget his name.
Did you hear about the pauper's grave in Kentucky? I think it's Kentucky. It's like a pauper's grave behind the prison, like 200 some fucking bodies, a mass pauper's grave, shallow graves with a bunch of unidentified people that were obviously killed by law enforcement and people associated with the prison. They just threw them out back and buried them in a shallow grave. Did you hear about that one?
Name, and there was a high-speed chase. The police caught him, and this female officer said, "Taser, taser." And instead of pulling out the taser, because they were just pulling him out the car to arrest him, he was unarmed, she pulled out her regular gun and shot him point blank in the chest, even though the taser should be on the opposite side. It's yellow, like it's lighter than a gun. So
that's just pretty much probably a good example of how dumb these cops are and how they're on edge. They're not qualified to. They shouldn't be carrying badges and guns. They shouldn't be carrying guns. Period. So many less people would die if they just wouldn't carry the guns. How about Sonia Massey? What do you think about Sonia Massey there, Matrix?
So I believe that they planned this shit in the precinct. Hey, I expose real secrets of the police on this fucking channel.
Oh, do you?
Not I'm a bully a cop and fucking
No, you expose your weird delusions. You present no actual evidence whatsoever. You just come up with stuff that you think is true. And you talk about it. That's it. You don't provide any evidence at all, ever.
Put his left turn signal on a little too late. Oh, let me pull him over and fucking T-bone his car and pit maneuver him and start recording him. And if he reaches for his gun, and no, I expose real secrets. No, these people are sitting in their job is we're gonna kill this guy. We're gonna make it look like this. We're gonna make it look like he grabbed. Like that's been going on. That's real auditing. When you're exposing that the cops are Freemasons.
Listen, they did that to me. I try to expose it, and he says that I just make it up. I just make up these stories, right? Dude, come on.
Masons, that they have a code of silence, that if you're a Freemason, you can get out of criminal charges and things like that by doing the signals in court.
That's how that works.
That's real police auditing.
It's not auditing.
Putting pressure on their ass, exposing their real demonic secrets. Not some fucking left turn signal, 3 seconds.
Oh, okay. I see what your game is here. He wants to create the boogeyman scenario so that we go after Freemasons, right? We got to go after Freemasons, and we got to go after these labels and these unattainable targets, right? Because if we were to go after Freemasons, what do we do there? How do you go after Freemasons? It's not going to happen. It'll never happen. It's an unattainable target. So it takes the attention away from the actual police, though. They're doing the wrong shit. And then you got to go after the real people, right? The Freemasons, right? You see what he's doing. This is all by design. Psychological warfare tactics. The boogeyman scenario.
I'm gonna fucking run in this cop's face with a camera, and if he fucking does anything, I'm gonna get a lawsuit. That's what Fat Boy Kevin does. That's what Tub does. Get on a fucking treadmill, get a fucking job. You're not disabled. You're running up on cops every day. You're a fucking cook in the Coast Guard. You fucking overboiled a couple asparagus, and you act like you're a fucking prisoner of war because some T-bone steaks got a little bit burnt on your watch. Like, shut the fuck up.
Did you know what? There's a combat veteran, right? With the channel that goes by Flex Your Freedoms, right? He has a very, very big following. He's a combat veteran, a war hero, right? He was in combat in Iraq recently, and he came back, and he does this, and he'll tell you why he does this. Go look at his channel, and he'll explain to you why he does the auditing. He's a veteran, a combat veteran that does this. He's given up his freedoms and his liberties to fight for your right to free speech, right? For your liberties and your rights. And he'll tell you why he does it, okay? Well, there he is, down and out, right? Well, the angry vet drove across the country to surprise him and give him a 2016 Ford Explorer, just to give the guy a car, right? This is the angry vet, the welfare bum, the lazy welfare bum you're talking about, right? The guy that's been back and forth from North Carolina the last month helping hurricane victims. The guy who doesn't ever ask for a penny, right? Who pretty much lives his life for other people, selfless service, right? This is the guy that you're talking about is a lazy welfare bum and won't ever get a job. Like, you're so fucking off base. You sound like a moron, dude. Like, just these couple things. You go look into it and you'll see these couple things and you'll realize how stupid you fucking sound.
You're a clown. I hope cops beat the shit out you because you're such a little punk, fat fucking bitch. You think you're fucking tough.
Wow.
I want them to beat the shit out you, not because they're fucking cops. I'm standing up for cops because you're a punk, fat, beer belly bitch. Lazy fat turd, dude. You think you're fucking tough and you're gonna get fucked up, dude.
Does he have just like his mama never hugged him? I don't think his mama ever hugged him at all, like ever. Maybe dropped him on his head a couple times too.
Give a fuck if you were a cop, dude. The way you're fucking acting, I'd fucking destroy a cop if he was acting as aggressively as you are.
So Matrix can act like this, right? Like a total fucking moron, a total imbecile, and just talk shit on anybody and act like Timmy Tough Nuts, right? But nobody else is allowed to talk like that. He doesn't like people to talk tough like that, or so he's the YouTube police here, right? He's the YouTube police, making sure that nobody else is talking as tough as he is.
Because the police, I want to talk about the police. Yeah, the police were planting drugs. They still do this stuff.
You always talk about the police.
But it was mainstream for police to plan drugs on black and white people that they would like beat the shit out of people and make it look like it was their fault. Fucking abuse power.
So it was mainstream. There was never any individual cops doing that. It's just mainstream, right? Is that what you're saying?
But thanks to people really exposing the real auditors,
the real
auditors that get the real bad crimes and they put the spotlight on the real bad.
Help me out here. Give me an example. Who are these real auditors? Can you list one for me? Who are these real auditors, Matrix?
Bad crimes they're doing, not these little tic-tac speeding tickets and shit like that. The police overall have stopped.
Oh, did they?
They're not like, dude, I grew up. I'm a black person growing up getting pulled over by cops. I'll give you a story about police corruption.
Hey, everybody, listen. Listen, we got good news. The police have stopped harassing people. They've stopped violating people's rights. We can all sleep soundly tonight and rest assured because Matrix is assuring us the police have stopped. They have stopped their tyranny on us, okay? Everybody get that memo? The police have stopped.
I go into 7-Eleven at age 18 years old. I buy a fucking Dutch Master blunt with 4 people in the car. We're about to smoke.
That's real smart.
A white undercover fucking truck pulls out when we leave, and we leave the 7-Eleven parking lot. We get on the road. Within 30 seconds, I'm not even shitting you, 10 state troopers pull me over and search my car for buying a Dutch Master.
That's because they just watched you buy a fucking Dutch wood. They knew that you were going to go smoke marijuana and drive around in a car. Not that hard to figure out. So what they did with their job, they pulled a bunch of people over that are driving around smoking weed like idiots. Here's your sign.
Master legally in a 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Then you smoked
They
marijuana.
searched me. I have it in my pocket with there's a CD because I have the cargo pants, khaki cargo pants. So the blunt is behind a CD in my cargo pants. The cop literally felt the blunt and didn't even pull it out of my fucking pants. The whole reason I got pulled over was for buying a legal fucking cigar for $1.
No,
So yeah,
that's not a legal reason to pull you over. So no, that's not the reason that he pulled you over. I'm sure he made up some other reason. He probably said, that this car smelled like marijuana, or that they suspected you guys of smoking weed in the car. That would be the legal reason why they pulled you over.
yeah, dude, I'm not sticking up for cops.
Yeah, you
They're a
are.
bunch of powerless white people that want to fucking gang rape people. And yes, they are
It's a bunch of powerless white people that want to gang rape people. What the fuck, dude? What is wrong with you?
fucking white and they are fucking powerless, and that's why they became fucking cops. Now, black cops, just as brutal, short-tempered.
But they're
You know
cool.
what I'm saying?
But they're cool.
Maybe
Right?
not as professional all the time. We're not making this into a race issue.
Yes, you
But
are.
I'm saying police is originally, before they even had black police officers, a white supremacy fucking gang of average, low intelligence people that want to beat people up. Yes, I fucking agree. Yes, they need to be audited. But the way you're doing it is to collect a database
How do we
of
do it?
police haters,
How do we do it?
stoke them up, find the real bad 1A auditors that maybe have some real dirt on cops that can get a cop in trouble,
Wow.
and it's a catch and kill program. You're a complete fucking fraud, dude. You sit on the fucking internet, you get in cops' face, you ask for fucking donations, you're not willing to fucking work, you're not fucking disabled, bro. You were a cook in the fucking army. Would you get a little boo-boo when you cut up some fucking onions?
Dude.
You're a welfare queen, fat piece of fucking dirt. I hope a cop that's on steroids gorilla fucking punches you, dude. You're a punk.
Dude, you have no idea how stupid you sound.
Even let's say he's real, all he has to do is leave these fucking people alone. And like I said, if you see something where a cop's doing illegal, you pull over, you record it. If you don't get anything, you walk.
That's exactly what he does. That's all he does. He just does his own thing. If he sees somebody pulled over, then he stops to record the cops. That's what he does. That's all he does. So what are you talking about, dude?
Walk off. The cop does the arrest the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The right way?
if they do something bad, you bring it to internal affairs, you bring attention to it, you make a news article about it once you actually catch the cop doing something bad. But here's the deal. You're not going to walk out your door and just see a cop with a nightstick just beating the shit out.
Here's the deal, he says.
Shit out someone. You have to get in their fucking face, look for it for years and months at a time, dude. And in the time while you're looking for that one real auditing situation, you're stoking up flames of hatred between cops and civilians to get money off YouTube. You're not exposing anything. You're exposing yourself as a fat fucking retard.
Okay, sure. Sure he is. Oh my goodness. I bet he deletes this live stream.
But yeah, I'm wrapping this shit up, man. The 1A community is controlled. I'm not against 1A. I'm not against people auditing cops.
Now, I will say that there's absolutely infiltrators within the 1A community trying to cause chaos and cause infighting, right? But they're not typically people that are going out auditing that much. Like not really at all. You don't see people that are actually going out auditing, recording police as the infiltrators. It's the people that are just in the community, like generally specific. J.J. Scarborough, Fraud at Wrangler. I'm sure there's some other ones. Direct Dickhead, right? Direct D is absolutely a fucking a narc. Getting paid or we're working off his charges or whatever to cause dissent and chaos within the 1A community. And now here you are too, I guess. I guess you, the TI community, there's nobody to discredit. There's no content there for you to go make fun of and try to discredit. So, because I get support from the Angry Bat, right? And you want to probably get paid to discredit me or anybody associated with me, I'm guessing. You're gonna choose the Angry Bat. It's funny, you're shooting yourself right in the foot. Right in the foot.
if it's an actual situation where they need to be audited. But harassing cops that aren't doing anything, I don't see how that fucking helps, except getting donations to your gay ass 501c3. I'm out of here.
Now, hold on a second here. Oops. Let's pull that back up here. And close that.
See how that fucking helps, except getting donations to your gay ass 501c.
All right, so let's look at comments here. Okay, here we go. Now, of course, my brother's in his comments, right? Because he doesn't associate with my brother. He's not friends with my brother, right? Matrix Decoded doesn't. he's just buddy with him in the chat and in his comments here. So my brother writes, to your point about Navy cooks, Patton's father. You mean your father, Ed? He's talking about his own dad here. Was a cook in the Navy, and he used to brag about putting soap in the Marines' chili and adding extra saltpeter to the officers' meals. I've never heard that ever in my life. Nothing even close to that at all. I think my brother just completely made that up. Then he said, what? He got kicked out for getting in a bar brawl in Spain. What? Another completely made up lie. My brother just makes this shit up. See, he's just like Matrix Decoded. They just make shit up. Completely make shit up. But I left a comment here. Okay? So, at the beginning, he said he was biting his tongue, right? So, I left this big old comment. Oops. Okay, here it is. I said, biting your tongue. I said, what you really mean is you haven't even watched 2 videos on the subject you're talking about, because you get so much wrong in the first couple minutes of this video, it's kind of sad to watch. I said, you're just making people wonder, what your intention is with this video, because you clearly don't know the first thing about the Angry Vet. You're completely making up everything you say about him, so are you just too lazy to do a little research? Or are you intentionally making up lies to discredit the Angry Vet because he supports me? Either way, this is sad to watch, how far you've lowered your standards, and it's sad how little you care about your viewers, or the accuracy of the content that you bring them, right? You just have no problem blatantly lying to your viewers, right? And I said, the story you tell does sound unbelievable because you just made up most of it. And I said, did you know the Angry Vet is one of the few people in the 1A community willing to talk to police and work with them to improve the situation? Did you know that? He also drove halfway across the country to surprise Flex Your Freedom, a combat veteran, by giving him a 2016 Ford Explorer. Yeah, it's just something, everybody does that though, right? All the welfare bums do that. I said he's been back and forth from North Maryland to North Carolina, helping North Carolina residents since the hurricane decimated the state. He also never asks for donations on his channel, by the way. And SCARS501.org was set up to assist veterans with legal services after they've had their civil rights violated by law enforcement. So, are you just making this video in a sad, desperate attempt to gain some clicks and views? Because you'll get the engagement from people, who are going to come support TAV, support the Angry Vet? Or is this just because there's money to be made by pushing out the narratives that the government wants to spread? So, Matrix, you got to make this one make sense if you expect to retain any credibility, dude. Like, this one is pretty detrimental to your credibility, I must say. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that would make that same claim or agree with that. So, hey, who knows? Maybe he'll correct himself. Maybe he'll do a little research and come back and do a correction stream or something, and he'll admit that he was wrong about all this stuff, and he'll give an actual, authentic, opinion or analysis of the Angry Vet, maybe. But whenever you don't have any information and you're just going half-cocked with a couple things, but you have all this hatred towards a person, where does that come from? What is the motivation there? Why are you doing that? That's what I want to know. Who's paying you? Why would you do that, So, but anyway, be good or be good at it. So, and with that, I think that's about it. So remember, say less until you know more. And don't be gay like this cuck. And whatever you do, be good or be good at it. Peace out.